It happened at 12:47 p.m. on a Thursday in the school courtyard. Stick was walking, normal walk, lunch in hand, minding his own business, and then he saw her, his crush, sitting at a table in the courtyard, laughing at something, which was normal. She laughed a lot. That was one of the things. The problem was who she was laughing with. He was taller. He had better hair. He was saying something that was apparently very funny because she was laughing again. And the laugh was the same laugh Stick knew, except it was pointed at someone else, and the brain registered this as a problem before Stick had any say in the matter. Stick stopped walking, lunch still in hand. Watching, he told himself he wasn't watching, he was just standing there, in the courtyard. Near the water fountain, looking in a general direction that happened to include her table, he stood there for 2 minutes and 40 seconds. By the time he moved, the theory was already built. The other guy was obviously someone she'd known for a long time. They were obviously close. The way she laughed meant something specific. The fact that Stick didn't know who this person was meant something else specific. The entire geometry of the table, who was sitting where, how close, the angle of the conversation had been, analyzed and filed. Spoony found him at his locker 3 minutes later. One look, what happened? Stick described the courtyard, the table, the other guy, the laugh. Spoony's, I went wide. The clipboard appeared. Okay, this is a competition. It's not a competition, it's absolutely a competition. We need a strategy. There's no competition to have a strategy for. The other guy is competition. I don't even know if she is competition. Spike arriving from somewhere, time's already down. It's not a competition. Thank you, Stick said. It might be a competition, Spike added. Spike, I'm just saying. Mugsy walked past Spoony's clipboard, looked at Stick. The plan Spoony developed over the next 30 minutes involved Stick casually appearing in the courtyard again, same spot, better posture, interesting conversation happening nearby that he was definitely part of. The goal was visibility. Strategic visibility, the kind that communicates presence without communicating effort. Stick looked at the plan. This says I should laugh louder. Presence, Spoony said it says, laugh louder, in parentheses, confident presence. Spike looked at the plan, his tines went to maximum downward position. Please don't laugh louder. Mugsy appeared from behind a locker, looked at the laugh louder note, and walked away without a word. The silence was comprehensive. Stick did not return to the courtyard, he sat at his own table, fork in hand, eating approximately nothing. You're not eating, Spike said. I'm thinking about the courtyard, about lunch. Spike's tines lowered gently. He stayed. This was the Spike version of everything. By the end of the day, the theory had acquired new details. The other guy had been there at the specific table before Stick was now almost certain of. The laugh had lasted a particular amount of time. The angle of the conversation had been close. The geometry kept reorganizing itself into a picture that the brain found very convincing. Spoony had updated the plan 4 times. The latest version involved Stick learning a skill, any skill, something interesting and visible within the next 2 weeks. Spoony had a list. The list had 12 items. Mugsy had looked at the list and put it face down on the table without comment. Lumi found Stick after school. Same corner, same lockers, different weight. What happened? She asked. I saw her talking to someone, another guy, and Stick stopped. It's stupid. It's not stupid. I felt, I don't know, like something was being taken, except nothing is mine, so nothing can be taken, which means what I felt doesn't make sense. Lumi sat beside him. The glow in her chest was steady, warm. She looked at him for a moment. Can I tell you something? Stick looked at her. What you felt has a name. It's jealousy. And the specific thing about jealousy is that it doesn't require ownership. The brain doesn't check whether you actually have something before it starts protecting it. It sees something it wants, it sees a potential threat to getting it, and it activates, whether you have claim to it or not. Stick thought about that. There's also a distinction worth knowing. Jealousy involves 3 people. You, someone you care about, and a perceived threat. Envy involves 2, you, and something someone else. Has what you felt was jealousy, which means your brain was already treating this as something real, something worth protecting. That's not nothing. Stick was quiet for a moment. But I can't lose something I never had. No, but the brain doesn't know that. It just sees a threat and starts protecting anyway. The feeling isn't irrational, it's just early Stick. Thought about the courtyard, the laugh, the geometry, so what do I do with it? Nothing. Yet, the feeling is information. It's telling you something matters. You don't have to act on it today, you just have to know what it is. From down the hallway, Spoony running, clipboard raised, the list of 12 skills visible from 40 meters. Stick. Item 3 on the list is guitar. I found a tutorial. Mugsy stepped out. No. Spike, behind Mugsy please. Stick looked at Lumi. Lumi looked at Stick. He stood up, walked out through the school entrance. Into the afternoon, the courtyard was on the left. He didn't look at it. He kept walking. Did he ever find out who that guy was?